la banda que le arranca la barriga al cielo, en busca del mono perdido. La banda chula.
Hey everybody, this is Kathy with the Raw Food Muscle, and today I am going to be doing a sweet treat again. I know, I always do sweet treats. That's my thing. I'm sorry. So today I am going to be doing Heather Pace's recipe for Choccie Cupcakes.
Yummy.
And these are so good. I had to do a little twist on it, but she thought that was cool because I did a little twist on it. And if you want to check her out, she's awesome. She's got her own little website, blog type thing at sweetlyraw.com, and she's got some awesome ebooks, guys. You got to check them out. She's got ice cream cakes, and she's got Mooney pies. She just did 2 contests, and people were like doing crazy stuff that looked so good. I just wanted to get into the screen and eat it. You know, it was just amazing. So, okay, so let's get started here because we got a lot to do. Okay, we got 1 cup of walnuts, and they're not soaked, so we're going to shove those in there. We got 5 medjool dates pitted and not soaked. Okay, we got those in there. Then we are going to put in 1/8 of a cup of cacao powder. And I got a little date yuckiness on my hand. Not yuckiness, it's actually yumminess, but it's stickiness. Okay, and we're going to do 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. And I'm going to go a little bit more because it was a little short. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we are going to turn this puppy on. All right, now we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, I added chocolate extract because her recipe called for almond extract, and I didn't have it, so I am doing chocolate extract. There's nothing wrong with that, right? A little bit more chocolate. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And then we're going to be done with this recipe. All right. Put it on again. All right. So you want to mix it until it looks like a dough, okay? So basically all of the walnuts are broken down and that kind of stuff. Okay, now what we're going to do, I should have done this before. My sous chef in the background is not doing his job like I do.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. You don't always be helping me.
This is true. Okay, then what I'm going to do with all these, what I did was I lined a mini cupcake pan with little liners, and I did about, I think 15, 16, something like that. I don't know. You can count it, okay? I'm not going to go and count it all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these a little bit smaller than cupcakes because what I'm going to do is I'm going to top them with my own topping, which is a fudge. A raw chocolate fudge, and it's so good. So I'm just going to make these kind of small, and I'm going to shove them in there, and then I'm going to just kind of press them in like that. And that's it. And I'm going to finish off the rest of these, and we'll come back and do the fudge topping. Actually, I'm going to stick these in the freezer for a little bit, just so they get a little bit, you know, maybe like an hour or so, 30 minutes to an hour, around there, just so that they set up and that the chocolate sits on top. Okay? So I'll be back. Okay, now we're going to do the fudge topping. So what we have is I grated some raw cacao butter, and it comes in it's like a big circle block of like 1 pound, and yeah, I've gotten it all the way down to this, so I need to order some more. And you can get this in different places. You can get it from the Raw Food World. You can get it from livesuperfoods.com. There's a lot of different places that sell it. So I have extra, so I may make some bars or something after this. So hard. So I all I did was grate it, and then I put it. I'm doing like a double boiler system here. So what I did was I boiled some water at the bottom, and I put my pan over it. I let it cool just a little bit, so it's not, you don't want to get it so hot that it raises the temperature over 116. And how you pretty much know that is that you can, touch the bowl and it's not too hot. It is steaming a little bit, but it's not like super hot. Okay. So what I'm going to add to this, so I have a half a cup of cacao butter in here that's already melted. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of cacao powder. And I like to add a couple pinches of mesquite powder. You don't have to do this. This is just my little personal preference. I think it takes a little bit of the edge off of the chocolate, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I just like it. So, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to add, let me add a pinch of, this is Himalayan sea salt. I just kind of crushed it up. So I'm going to add like a little bit of a pinch, maybe a pinch and a half. Not too much, because then it'll be like really salty. And then I'm going to add some agave, some raw agave, raw whatever. But I'm going to add some agave. And I'm going to add a little bit less than a 1/4 of a or a 1/4 of a cup, which is like 4 tablespoons. You could do between like 3 to 6 tablespoons. It's your preference. It's however sweet you want it. I like it sweet. Not too sweet, but I like it sweet. And Santiago, we don't even need to go there, because he likes it sweet. I'm usually like, can we make it a little less sweet? No. I can't taste the sweetness. Instead of a sweet tooth, I think he has a sweet body. Alright, so all I'm doing is whisking this up so all the ingredients gets incorporated. And you want to kind of keep it on this double boiler so that it doesn't get hard. And I'm going to do a little taste. That's good. Okay. So I'm ready to put it on the cupcakes. So we'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so I've done about 14 of them so far, and I'm going to finish off the last 2. So let me just wipe that off. What I do is I just kind of drizzle it on top.
That looks so good. I don't know if we're going to make it to the end of the video.
Took it out of the freezer, and it's been in there about an hour, and it's set up quite nicely. So next we get to eat it. This is like the best part of the whole show,
And I'm not going to miss it for nothing, so I'm going to get in on it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Shoot, I didn't know that.
Este es para mí, esto no es para ti, ¿ok? Fuera de aquí. That means it's mine, it's not for him. No, he can have a bite. He loves this stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh.
This is why we have to hide it. Because like little gremlins come out of our house, and they're called children. And they come downstairs at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and they say, ooh,
Yeah.
what did Mommy and Daddy made for us? What kind of treats can we get?
And then we come down, and then they got like chocolate
on their
all over
forehead,
their face.
and you're like, what have you been doing? Nothing. Nothing at all. Really? Right. Yeah. So we have to hide things a lot. I'm sure you guys who have kids know what we're talking about,
These are so good.
Mm.
Unbelievable. I gotta give a shout out and a props to Heather. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Heather be thy name. I had to say that. This stuff is the bomb. And y'all need to check her website out, man, because she got some good recipes. So
yes, she does.
much respect, much love. All right, y'all.
We'll
So we'll
see
see
you
y'all
next
next time.
on the Raw Food Mambo.
Bye.
Bye.
Suave, bésame, bésame, suave.